Hey, beautiful people, welcome back again to Clara's Corner, your number one spot for DIY soaps, skincare, and hair care tutorials that help you save money and even start your own business from home. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make quality multi-purpose liquid soap, perfect for souvenirs, sales, and personal use. This soap is high foaming, effective on grease and dirt, and gentle on the hands. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. The first thing you need to do when preparing to make your soap is to do your protective measures. Wear your nose mask, wear your gloves before working with chemicals. So the first thing to do here is to start soaking our soakable ingredients. What I have here is soda ash. I'm using 1 liter of water to soak this soda ash into water. After pouring it in, you stir for like 3 minutes, then you put it aside and get to the next one. So the next one to soak here is called STPP, sodium tripolyphosphate, SPP, STPP. I'm going to be also soaking it into 1.5 liters of water. After pouring, you also stir in very well and keep it aside. These first two ingredients, soda ash and STPP, are the cleaning power of this soap. They are the cleaning agents in this liquid soap. The next chemical we'll be soaking right now is called SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate. We are going to be using 5 liters of water to soak this particular ingredient. Sodium lauryl sulfate is a surfactant and is a foaming agent. It helps to boost the foaming effect in the soap. So we are going to be using 5 liters of water to soak this, and after stirring, you also keep it aside to dissolve completely on its own. The quantities of each of the chemicals will be shown on the screen. So as you're watching, I'll be putting up the quantity of each of them on the screen. So the next chemical to dissolve right now is caustic soda. What I have here is 1 liter of water and 30 grams of caustic soda. I'll be pouring into the water and also stir in very well. After stirring, you also keep aside. Guys, if you are new on this channel and you've not subscribed, please, I would love you to hit that subscribe button before you turn on your notification bell, send in your comments, share your views with me in the comment section so that YouTube can also push this video to other audience. That is the only support I will get from you besties. Please do that. Let's continue. Okay guys, for you to have a quality multi-purpose liquid soap, these 4 ingredients that was soaked, now we are going to be leaving it to stay for like 5 to 7 hours. That is the secret in making a quality multi-purpose liquid soap. You have to allow these 4 ingredients to soak for like 5 to 7 hours. The reason is to allow them to soak and dissolve properly before using them. After allowing the soakable ingredients to stay for 5 to 7 hours, the next thing is to get another bowl like I'm doing here, then pour in your Texapon. This is Texapon here. Pour in your Texapon, stir it gently, then add the next one to it, which is sulphonic acid. What I have in this bowl is 300 grams of Texapon and 500 grams of sulphonic acid. Add the both of them together and mix in well. Texapon can only be dissolved with either sodium sulfate, sodium chloride, or sulphonic acid. So in this case, we'll be using sulphonic acid to dissolve the Texapon. So we're combining the two, and after combining them for like 3 minutes. The next thing is to get the caustic soda that was dissolved earlier. Get the caustic soda and pour half of the caustic soda into this mixture. This is the caustic soda right here, so I'm going to be pouring into this mixture half of the caustic soda. Do not forget, half of the caustic soda. Remember, we used 1 liter to dissolve the caustic soda, so what we are going to be pouring inside this mixture is 500 ml or 500 grams of caustic soda lye solution into this mixture. After pouring the half of it, you keep the remaining half aside for the next process. So after combining this with the caustic soda, the next thing is to, you can notice that it has started getting thick. So the next thing is to start adding water into it gradually. So we'll be adding like 2 liters of water into this mixture, but we're going to be doing it gradually. Texapon and sulphonic acid are also surfactants, and they are powerful foaming agents for smoother texture of the liquid soap. They will make the soap to foam very well and also give it a very good texture. Mixing these two is a very crucial part in making your liquid soap, because the mixing of these two determines how your soap is going to come out. So you have to take your time, make sure to mix in these two properly to dissolve them completely. And after dissolving them completely, you keep them aside to use for the main production. And it should be taking you like 5 minutes to mix these two together. So yeah, I'm done mixing it. I'm going to keep aside and get the next ingredients. What I have here is a scale that I want to use to measure the next ingredient, which is sodium sulfate. I'm going to be measuring out sodium sulfate we'll be using to make this production. Mind you, these other ingredients were measured out. I didn't show that part, but I decided to show this part where I'm measuring the sodium sulfate. So this is 500 grams of sodium sulfate, and I'm pouring it into 1.5 liters of water. 1.5 liters of water, and I poured the sodium sulfate into it, stir into it, and keep aside. Mind you, the sodium sulfate should be mixed into water when you are about to start making your soap. Do not mix it and keep for a long time like you did to other ingredients. Sodium sulfate has to be mixed immediately when you want to start making your soap. After preparing the chemicals, the next thing is to start making the soap. And what we're making is 20 liters of soap. We've already used 12 liters to soak the ingredients. Then what we'll have in this big bowl is 8 liters of water. And the first chemical that will go in is our Nitrosol. This is Nitrosol I just poured in, and I'm using 70 grams of Nitrosol. Nitrosol is a thickener, and we'll be using it to thicken this particular multi-purpose liquid soap. So Nitrosol is going to give it thickness and also make it slimy. Nitrosol is the ingredient that will give it that slimy texture that the soap is going to have. Mixing the Nitrosol into the water properly for like 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you now add the next ingredient, which is caustic soda. This is the remaining caustic soda, 500 ml caustic soda that was remaining from the mixture we used it to mix earlier. So we are pouring in the remaining 500 ml caustic soda into this big bowl and mixing properly with the Nitrosol. You will notice that as the caustic soda was poured in, the mixture became clearer. You can see it's more clearer and thicker. That's how it should be. Once you add your caustic soda into Nitrosol, it's going to make it clearer and thicker. You can see the texture right there. It's clearer and thicker. So we have to pour the next ingredient, which is soda ash. Pour in the soda ash and also mix for like 2 minutes. Knowing how to add in your soap ingredients is very important. How to pair in the chemicals to come out properly well for you. So it's very important for you to know how to combine the whole chemicals to give you a good texture of soap. The next one we're adding here is the STPP. We're going to be adding it. After adding it, you also stir for like 2 minutes. Another cause of having a bad soap after making your soap is when your chemicals are not original. So make sure to buy from a chemical shop that sells original in order not to lose quality from your production. After the STPP, the next one to add is the sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate will go in. We also mix in properly for like 2 minutes. Once you add the sodium sulfate, you will notice something. Sodium sulfate is going to loosen the consistency of the soap. It's going to make it a little bit watery. It's going to loosen it, but that's not what to worry about because the thickness is going to return back as we proceed in the production. So the next thing to add is the SLS. We're going to be adding the SLS into the mixture. Also add the SLS, stir in for like 2 minutes. Each pouring takes like 2 minutes to mix in. So mix in the SLS properly. You can see as SLS is being added, it changed the color of the mixture, but is coming up gradually. So the next thing to add here is the Texapon and the Sulphonic mixture. We're going to be adding the Texapon and Sulphonic acid mixture. After adding it, the next thing is also to mix in everything properly. But this mixture is the one that is going to bring back the thickness into the soap. So as this is being mixed, the thickness of the soap is going to return back. The Texapon and the sulfonic acid is going to make the thickness to return back to normal consistency that is supposed to be. At this stage, gather your strength and mix in everything properly because all the chemicals have entered into this big bowl of soup. You have to gather your strength and mix all the chemicals in properly. Guys, you can see the texture. The texture is coming up well. The soap is beginning to give what it should give. The soap is giving. The texture is giving. Okay guys, the next thing to do is to boost the effectiveness of this soap, the lathering effect, the foaming effect of this soap. And here is the foam booster. I'm using the local foam booster because I couldn't find the other foreign foam boosters that you can add like 250 ml inside this quantity, but I didn't see the foreign foam boosters. I have to buy the local foam booster, and here is 1 liter of local foam booster to boost the effectiveness of this soap. So after adding it is also to mix in properly before the next thing, which is the preservative. After adding and mixing the foam booster properly, the next thing to do is to add the preservative. So we're going to be adding the preservative, and the preservative we're using is sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate, 20 grams of sodium benzoate because we are making 20 liters of soap. So sodium benzoate will be mixed into small portion of water and pour in. I've already mixed in and I've poured into the soap. So sodium benzoate is a preservative used in making this soap. Guys, after mixing the preservative, the next part I should have shown you in this video is when I'm adding the color and the fragrance, but I am totally sorry that part could not show in this video because when I was recording it, I didn't know the camera wasn't showing it. So I'm very sorry for that. But what I just did was to divide this soap into 4 equal parts because this soap is a souvenir order. I divided it into 4 equal parts and added 4 different fragrances and 4 different colors. I made 4 colors out of this soap. This one right here is the orange color and this is the green color. I also made a yellow color and a lemon color. So this is how the soap should come out at the end of your production. And after that, what I did was to bottle up for the souvenir order this way. This is a detailed video of how to make quality multi-purpose liquid soap. If you want to go into this business, with this video, you can stay at the comfort of your home, make this product, go to a chemical shop, they will give you all the ingredients in this production. You get them, come to your home, make it and package well with a good sticker looking beautifully packaged. You can supply to supermarkets, you can sell to individuals, you can even make souvenir orders for people that are doing weddings, housewarming, dedication, or even burial. Any party, any occasion, this souvenir can be used to give out to people. It's a beautiful souvenir and so many people are doing it for their occasion. It's a good business idea. So thank you guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Turn on your notification bell so that you will not be left out in my next video. Thank you guys for watching and see you in my next video. Bye guys.